Before we get too far into this review, I just wanted to let you know that Vevor did provide me with this pottery wheel in exchange for my honest review.
Sarah here at Three Little Potters, and today I am reviewing a new Vevor pottery wheel, and I'm going to compare it to the one I already have, and so that you can see what one might be the most useful for you. All right, I'm going to get right into this unboxing. So right off the bat, one of the big differences between the wheels is the weight. This one I was able to much easier bring in from the delivery driver. This one is a little heavy. Boy. Bring you a little closer here. Again, it looks very well packaged. Ooh. Looks cool. Okay. So the wheel head is quite a bit smaller. Here we go. Okay. Some other things here. All right. Box, we no longer need you. So far it seems pretty exciting. Something fun about opening up new boxes, huh? All right. Got our power cord. Another apron. Thing of tools. And this is probably the exact same sharp metal tools that the other wheel came from. So that's good. I mean, I love that you get the same beginner setup of stuff. Yes. And these are the set of all metal tools with the sort of rubberized metal handle. I really do prefer this sort of a tool rather than the metal piece that goes into a wooden handle. I just feel like the joint on those just gets, when it's wet, it just breaks down so quickly and then they fall apart. So yes, I love these. Love these. And what is this? Oh, this must be the little wheels. Not wheels, but you know, like the little feet. Yes, it is little feet. Oh, those are kind of nice. So they're a hard plastic, screw on. I wonder if you could put like almost like a rubber suction cup on it. We'll see, maybe the wheel won't need it. So besides doing a comparison video, when I first saw this wheel, my first thought was, I wonder if I could throw standing up if this was just sitting on my table. And it looks about perfect for that if it's just sitting on a table. So that is the test I'm going to do today, is try it standing up, but I'm also going to compare it to the other wheel. Okay, when I did plug this in just now, I did have to push the orange surge protector button to be able to turn it on. So something to note there. The foot pedal seems just like the other one. So one of the main differences right off is that you have a touch panel for controls as opposed to the more manual switches over here. I'm not sure if anyone has a preference for that. Let's see. Okay, so this is a new feature for me. So I had to look up what it was actually called in the book. From the looks of it, you have an option to either use the foot pedal, which I have down on the floor here, and the cord is long enough for that, or, okay, so if I'm using the foot pedal here, or you can turn it on like that and just have it going. So that's slow, and then you can actually just adjust it with the push button. I could see that would be really useful for maybe glazing or any number of things. Interesting. Instead, over here, you just have the sort of on and off and the foot pedal adjustment. Another difference right off the bat is the splash pan. This splash pan feels more like the plastic on my Shimpo. And let's see, is there a, here we go. Ooh, sorry for the loud noise. So this one snaps together a lot easier. It seems to be not stuck in any grooves, so if you have a preference as to where your seam lands, that looks good. I do find the splash pan on this one a little bit harder to unclamp and clamp. For that reason, I've just been leaving mine sort of partly open, which is kind of okay because it's got an overlap. So I'm not actually snapping it shut right now. I'm primarily been using this wheel for trimming. As you can tell, it's kind of messy right now, but I have been using it. So the wheel head is about 11 inches on this one. So a little bit smaller than some of my standard bats. I do have bats that would fit on here, but as you can see, no bat pins on this one either. This one is a significantly larger wheel head to work on. As you can see with both of them next to each other, there's a significant height difference, and the weight is significantly less on this one too. So this one would be a lot easier to carry around and put in your car. I can see instances where having a portable wheel, if you were going to teach somebody something at their home, could be very convenient. And I do like this splash pan. I think this is easier to use for somebody with limited strength. I also like the feature of just having these buttons here in case you did have any mobility issues. I could see where you could, you know, not be able to use your knee maybe, or pressing on the foot pedal, or, you know, is hard for you. So I think having just these sort of constant options here as far as just keeping it on, maybe even keeping it on at a slow speed when you're glazing or something like that, could be a real advantage. It's kind of cool. I like the push buttons. So for me personally, the real test is, you know, when you're sitting hunched over your wheel all the time, right? You have, for me, it's not so much my back, but I will sometimes have hip issues. And I'm wondering if maybe having just a small wheel that I could sit on a table and stand up and throw for a little while might alleviate some of those hip issues for me. So I'm kind of thinking of this as just like a health wheel, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna take a break and throw on the other wheel so that I'm, you know, saving my back. But let's see if it works for that or not. Okay, so I have never thrown standing up before, ever. So don't judge me too harshly if this doesn't come out great. But I have a fairly large block of clay, sort of give this wheel a good go. I am going to use the foot pedal first, but I'm not sure if I'm going to, oop, I think I want it to go the other way. That's pretty easy, just a quick little beep. So I have to say this wheel on my kitchen table is really the exact perfect height for me to be standing up throwing, so kind of excited about that. A little bit loud. I think it's about the same loudness as the other one. All right. Does it go a little slower? First impression here is that it's not quite as powerful as this one. Now, is it powerful enough? I don't know if you can hear that. It's slowing down a little bit while I'm centering it. I would say this wheel would definitely be good for throwing smaller things. I don't know, it's accomplishing it. I mean, I'm centering this piece of clay. All right, I'm gonna see what I feel like if it's just on, does it go as fast if you're just pushing it up like this? Oh, I automatically went for the foot pedal because I'm not used to having it instant on here. Okay, I better switch back over to the foot pedal. I'm gonna mess myself up. Oh, I was thinking getting so much clay. Whatever this is, it's gonna end up being too big for me to ship on Etsy. So some thoughts as I'm throwing. It is loud. So if you care about noise, it's a little bit loud. What do I think about this shape? Now I'm just playing with this wheel because it's fun. You know, we could make it into a pumpkin. Does it look like a pumpkin? We might as well make it into a pumpkin. Or I guess it could be a vase. A vase or a pumpkin, what do I need? What do I need in my life? I suppose I probably have enough pumpkins, I don't know. Look at that, I spun it right off. I think that was the universe telling me pumpkin. I'm gonna give a little bit of definition on my pumpkin stub. All right, let's make some lines on our pumpkin. It's not even pumpkin season. That's okay. So without the feet on, this wheel is about 11.5 inches tall. I could have put the feet on, but I liked it this size because it was exact for me. I'm 5'4", so sitting on my table, that was great. Over here, you can see that that one's going to be quite a bit larger. 12 plus maybe 6, so like something like 18 inches tall for this one versus 11 for this one. I could throw off the hump on this one, probably not on this one. Sorry for this beam of light on my pumpkin here. Also, because of its compact size, there's no spot to really set a bucket here on the actual wheel itself. So a table next to it, a chair or a cart, whereas on this one you do have room at the back end for a bucket of water. Okay, some final thoughts after using this wheel. It was a little lower powered than I expected it to be. I would say, you know, this is best for somebody who's working with smaller amounts of clay. I think this pumpkin was about 3 pounds of clay. You know, obviously you watched me throw with it. It went fine. I usually throw pretty quickly on a higher speed than this one seems like it goes. That said, it really, you know, it didn't have any shakes, it didn't have any wobbles. It's sitting just on my table with no extra sort of like support or bracing or anything. So very portable, very easy to set up and use in a home environment, especially if you were having to take your wheel down every time you used it, sort of clean it up and put it away. This wheel is easier to store because it's so much smaller. You know, and I do like the features of being able to use the buttons in case, you know, you have any sort of leg thing where you're, you know, the foot pedal's challenging. And I do find that my foot pedal leg sometimes does get tired if I'm throwing a lot, especially if I've also been driving a lot for work, and then the added foot pedal on top of that can be an issue. So yes, I think this is a great wheel for certain segments. If you want to throw plates, if you want to throw large things, then you'd be better off with the bigger wheel. This is a little bit more traditional, a little bit sturdier, a little bit higher powered. And then you've got the huge wheel head. So it really depends on you, your throwing style, and what you think you might be using this wheel for. You know, at, I believe this one's $160. There's a lot of options as far as this one goes. This one's just a little bit more expensive, but both relatively inexpensive compared to many other wheels. So definitely a lot of options on how you might use these two. And while I think they could both be good for a beginner, I think a little bit different style of a beginner. So something to consider. You know, I definitely feel like this is the wheel for throwing 1-2 pound lumps. This wheel you can get a little bit more adventurous. But that said, I really like how light this is. I like the splash pan, like the control panel. They're both a little bit loud. So there's no one up there. The foot pedal seems to work exactly the same on both. Yeah. You know, I think they're both great wheels for the price. So I'm not sure. Let me know what you think you might use more of, a small portable wheel or something a little bit larger.
I forgot to mention, if you would like to see a full review of the big blue wheel, I have the link for that right in the description. Thanks for watching, everyone.